No. I'll have to read books first. Hello, everybody. Looks like we're coming up. Yeah, okay. This is Dren608. We're doing another Dren608 Plays. This is me playing what I call the Librarian. I am trying to get a level 1 in each of the 12 classes, base classes, to get a Steam achievement. I've been informed there was a way to cheat it if you just want to get the little mark on your thing. But I think this is far more fun to actually play through it and get through those level 1s all on your own. We are about to die. So, and I'm not sure that we're good enough to pull this off. We've got a couple things that we need to do. One of them is to get us some. Oh,
I have the magic touch.
Some allies here. I think I'm going to have him call for a water elemental. I did a little bit of work before coming online last night. And everybody should have. She's going to get an earth elemental. Big boy. You got water. She's going to get fire. Oh, it's not happening. She's going to get fire. She has one here somewhere. Conjure elemental. There it is. She's going to pick up the fire. And then the librarian should have a scroll as well. There it is. And he's going to get the air elemental. Water, air, fire, earth. So we have all the elements with us. The other thing I wanted to have done, I don't know if the scroll works the same as the spell. So she's going to try to use up a scroll. So we all got extra hit points. Fork, you're not invisible. You should be invisible, kiddo. Good. Okay. Gale used up a spell. Now, I did try offline, and it doesn't seem to work. One of the things I was trying to figure out, I have these vigilance potions. See, like it says to drink there. This one just says heals and removes. This one has an area of effect if you throw it on the ground. This one does not. So you actually have to drink it, which elementals can't do. So you can't use this to make them up in the initiative order, which I was kind of disappointed in. I thought it would have been cute to give all my elementals a +5 initiative, which means Earth Elemental is going to go last. That's just the way it is. Now, the other thing that has to be done before we go on, first off, we're going to run over here.
All right. What now?
One more time. That'll give back Gale his.
These boots have seen everything.
His thing. And when I was trying to clean up inventory a little bit, I swapped a few things around. I still haven't put a proper ring on him. The Ghoulish Touch is why I really have this on. But I was thinking the Shadow Blade might be better. But what I found was if you go in here, I have things that I don't remember reading because they're still in my inventory. Usually when I read things, I send them to camp. And it doesn't look like I did that this time, so... I did offline. I made some potions of speed and some more healing potions and stuff. That's why those are up there. Okay, so I've got a bunch of stuff to read here before we get started. Maybe I should put that on. I don't know. I can't figure out what's the best thing to do. All right. I don't remember what this one did. And yet you sense the meaning. Scattered throughout the Underdark, one in particular tells of an uprising, slaves breaking free from their fighting pits to swarm over the watching illithids.
Seems I can understand the Lithid script.
Thank you, Tadball. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Say hi in the chat, please. What am I doing? Sending that to camp. Letter to the Absolute. A childish scrawl ringed by doodles. Dear Absolute, teacher says to write. He says it's like a prayer. We can see your tower now. I hope it is bright and smells nice like Mother's temple. Teacher says she will follow us soon. Please send teacher better dreams. He is grumpy, and when he is tired, he bounces the cart around a lot. We promise to all be quiet and good so he can sleep. Okay. Parchment. This book has all but crumbled to dust, making it impossible to read. How rude. I'm the librarian. I dispute your claim. List of rules. A list written with the painstaking care of a child. Certain entries are underlined as if for memorization. Teacher's rules. Ride in teacher's cart away from the soldiers. Don't look the guide in the eyes. Stay in the light. Stay in the light. Stay in the light. Okay. Don't know if I'm getting that voice right, but I'd be interested to hear your guys' takes on some of these voices. I don't know what to do with these minds. I shouldn't be carrying them around, whatever, right? Because I've already gone past the point where I can read them, so I don't know, maybe I'll sell them off somewhere. What's this? Gold gloss Haradelican. I don't think I need to keep that. Okay, I've got another. Here's a book. Balthazar's Notes. I could have sworn I read all this, but I don't remember. Experimental notes written in Balthazar's precise hand. His obvious deficiencies aside, it cannot be denied that young Gortash has the mind of a scientist. Before his latest invention, the illithid library was no more than rows of brains, swimming in cerebral slop. With his device, we no longer need psionic power to access the memories contained within, only to insert the subject and speak to it directly. I do wish he were not so eager in testing the device on more recent subjects of his own. However, nor in leaving their skull shavings scattered along my workbench. To a blank page. Huh. I wonder if there was supposed to be more to that, and I just didn't get it. Okay. That's Balthazar. Journal of Matthew Budge. I remember our life as country surgeons back in Nashville. We only ever wanted to be the best, to learn how to staunch any mortal wound. How did we get here? Cressa hasn't been herself since her pet True Soul was shipped out on that Nautiloid. I haven't been able to so much as touch her. I find myself growing green at the thought. My own wife revolts me with those experiments. Not really my wife any longer. I thought getting that favorite creature dispatched would bring her back to herself, but she pines for that damned feral corpse with aching need. If she finds out I ratted out to Balthazar that she was keeping it, and got it sent away, she might kill me. Yeah, that's probably true. Letter from Ironfinger. She's going to put one in me any day. Cressa, who was initiated the very same hour as I, all those years ago. She's going to put a parasite in my ear when I sleep. I can't bear to be without a pet to experiment on. Can't bear to be without a pet to experiment on. Needs to have a thrall locked away so she can go further than Balthazar will let her. Cressa, I remember when we were just stomping on ant piles and raising them back up. Our very first deaths. I hope you remember somewhere. Oh. Harry Henry's journal. These slick innards, these fluid chambers, how long have we been here making thralls? I don't want it to any longer. Merkel is drowned out in my head by my own spiral fears. The Bone Lord doesn't want a coward. None of this looks real. I am in a kraken belly. I am turned upside. I am dead. Merkel's gray waste always sounded peaceful. Not like this. Yep. Cressa's notes. I have seen 1,000 ears. Some have the reflexes to twitch when they know the worm is about to burrow. The worm takes longer to get through if the entry hole isn't cleaned. I have taken to torching them with an ear candle. It all makes for dull work. I'm tired of ears. I'm tired of my only order being create thralls. Apparently, all we need to know about the brain is being handled by the chosen. I am forbidden from studying these dull thralls. I need a new one that Balthazar doesn't know of. A creature of exceptional will, like my old dear pet, can keep fragments of its own mind while affected by the parasite. We need to know why. Mistress of Souls research log. Experiments on the first one, day 4. Again, I have noted a fluid leakage from the oral cavity and have ascertained the cause. Due to unusual method of parasite insertion, the secretions of the creature within are leaking out rather than being absorbed by the brain, as we have noted in other thralls. I cannot say why the parasite is evacuating the soil, but it has the scent of garlic. We know indicates it has fed on the host's brain matter itself. I have collected a sample of ear fluid. Day 5. Vivisection today showed no sign of pain as I was unraveling the long intestine, but instead grabbed the organ as if it were a rope, reached to wrap it around my neck as if to strangle me, but all the strength in its poor arms is quite gone. Had it to thread the guts back into the body. We'll try again another day. Okay. And I think that's all the things I need to read. I think I'm caught up on. I don't see any other strange books lying about. So before we die, we had to make sure we read all the books to you. So sorry about the short interlude there. I do believe we have everything that we should have. We have our aids. We have our extra hit points. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to deal with this. I do have several scrolls, like Ice Storm scrolls, to try and take care of little things. And then I've got my dudes here to help me. Assuming we can get them all on the elevator. Okay, can we get everybody on the elevator? That is the question. It looks like everybody's on here. Right? Looks like all the people and the elementals are on here. So we will F5 here because we're about ready to go do something probably very, very stupid for me. And let's go see Ketheric Thorn, Merkel, and the lovely cutscene that we don't want to see. All right, here we go, guys. Time to go down to that terrible, horrible place. I always wondered if you could, like, cast Featherfall and just jump all the way down there. I have to try that sometime. All right, let's see if we can do this.
Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around a lot more than usual?
It's almost like it's excited by something, drawn to it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Rejuvenating my miasma. That rejuvenating my miasma makes like summoning up undead or something. What's it called? Did an autosave. Animate dead doesn't require a corpse in this area due to lingering necrotic stench. I don't know how you could animate dead without a corpse because you have to animate something. Maybe you can just do bones? Oh, I don't want to go through here.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
Welcome, welcome. Say hi in chat, please. And there's the 3. The problem is, and we've got to be able to get over there. So I wanted... Oh, shoot. I wanted to cast something on Lae'zel.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes, with cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketheric. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again, 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 again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketheric, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The Lash of Ball.
He's a big brain. He's very big brain. Us has grown.
The Testament of Merkel.
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
Look at that crown. It radiates with power unlike anything I've ever seen. To have it. To hold. Oh, if only I could. But I can't. This is it. I must do as Mystra commands.
Okay, for those of you that don't know, if you've not played this far or whatever, you can actually end the game right here. The narrator says something like, it's an ending of sorts. Gale can go boom, and the game will end. So you can end it here at the end of Act 2 just by saying, I'm done, I don't want to go through Act 3. It's not the best ending, of course. And I can't do that because I haven't gotten all 12 of my levels. So, you can't condemn us to death.
What choice do I have? More than just a goddess counts of my courage. Whole worlds hang in the balance.
Trust me, Gale, we'll find another way.
I do trust you. More than myself right now. Perhaps even more than Mystra.
I have no desire to end your life, you know that. To end it, to struggle on. It is a grave choice you're making for us both. But if it must be so, very well. I'll stand down to stand by you.
Now they should...
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Hell preserve us.
You wag your word flap in vain, Orderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketheric, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
Shadowheart got inspired. Okay, so I can still cast this before we get into combat.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
It only lasts for 10 turns? Once per long rest, 10 turns. Oh. But it takes an action, right? It's a ritual. I wonder if she can cast that while I'm in conversation with him. Well, I've done it before without it. It'd be easier if I'd had it on. But I don't know that my conversation would last a turn.
Repositioning.
Where am I? I need to be the one doing the talking.
What path lies before me?
There we are. I have to be the one doing the talking. Because I have the charisma and the possibility.
As predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
Why is the prism so important to you?
The very fact of your being attests to its power. Despite your infection, you resisted the brain here in the heart of its domain. What good is an army of thralls if they do not obey their master? Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
Well, I've got to try the persuasion because I'm like plus 11, right? And then I can add a guidance. And I think I'm going to take advantage too. I'm going to use a second level spell. I think it's enough. It's 3, 4, 4. Guidance. They were both 11, so I didn't need to waste the spell, but okay.
Repent? Would that even be possible? Perhaps. No. There is no repentance. No release.
So at least I don't have to do that fight. Okay.
He is here. He is watching. He is listening. He is.
Okay, so I got myself talked out of having to do one fight. It's only one fight. He ended himself!
Mistress Silken Tresses.
From what I remember, somebody mentioned this in another video. If you get, if you have Jaheira here in your top 4 like this, the 4 people that are down here, Jaheira says, "Nice hat," which is so Jaheira. How the heck am I up so far? See, told you. Told you Earth Elemental was going to be way down at the bottom there. Skeletal invoke here. Okay. And there's a necromite, and a necromite, and a necromite, and a necromite. So I have 5 things up there. He's gonna go here. She's stuck. We have a Mind Flayer and some little babies. So the Mind Flayer has got to be Lae'zel's first thing. Right? So we have to send Lae'zel. Now the question is what do I do with Gale? Because I have to send somebody after Dameline. Right? And there's a bunch of little guys there. Oh boy. Unfortunately, can Gale get over there? Why? Why is it too far? Why can't I see that? So if I run to here, I cannot see there? That's very, very rude.
Ready.
Now you are going to use a scroll. So you need to... I don't think she can cast it up here. Does she have it? Does she have one? I must be holding them all. Sort by type, and then we will pull up scrolls. Thought I had more ice storms than that. I guess I don't. I only have 2. Six to 40. Fireball. Well, if I cast a haste on Lae'zel, trying to figure out how to do this here. If I cast a haste on Lae'zel, and I leave these 2 to throw area spells, right? I'm not sure Fireball would be big enough. Okay, maybe I cast a haste on Lae'zel. Where the heck is Lae'zel? She's way back there. So if I cast a haste on Lae'zel, then that means I can't really do anything else. Give her some bardic inspiration. Right? And that 10 takes me out of the fight. Now, who are you? You're the air elemental. What does he have? 3 to 13. They have 21 each? Tough intellect of ours. Dang it. 18, 18, 18, 18. 3 to 13 is not good enough for any of these. Is that 2 to 12 damage per turn, I guess? Oh, what does shocking do? Okay, so that's nothing. Okay, these guys are not as good as I thought they were. I guess.
Come on, can't stay idle.
I guess that I'm going to use the scroll. On Lae'zel. Now we're going to try to get Lae'zel to move up over here.
On the move.
Then she's going to use her long rest one to get up to here. She does a help there. She still has the ability to attack things. But she does not have the ability to get up there. Because you have to step up there. Dang it. Okay. Well, we should get rid of this. And then, what kind of arrows do I have? Oh, I don't have any arrows? Try and do a trip attack on him. Not a very likely chance. Oh, it worked. He's reeling and I knocked him down. Okay. So you've done your thing. You're going to save that for next round. I've done my thing unless I drink a speed potion, which I'm really seriously thinking about doing. So, Gale, you need to get yourself... Okay. First off, you, my little dude. I don't know where to go put you. I gotta get you out of the way. For right now. Alright, Gale. We need you to go like over here. Do I need to have you Misty Step? And then yeah, drop an ice storm. There. And of course, they saved. Son of a bitch. So this isn't working. This isn't working at all. Okay. And then here's Shadowheart. Fortunately, we're going to have you use a scroll to Misty Step. Like up to here. Fireball, maybe. You can get them, but you can't get this thing. Okay? And Flame Strike wouldn't get anywhere near that thing. So I'm going to have the air thing come up and attack this. And it won't be able to kill it. Wow. Everything's just a few hit points tougher than I can deal with. Alright, let's use one of these. At least I get everybody in it. There's one still left up there. Alright. You're gonna have to go out here. Doesn't quite get him. Dang it! And it stayed alive. Why? Why won't you let me get these guys?
Still on my feet.
Alright, in 3 rounds, I'm going to fall apart. But I've got to do this. I got to make sure that thing dies. Alright. I unfortunately have to run this way.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
swear I have a scroll of ice knife, or a scroll of magic missile. There it is. I don't want to use a spell slot on this. Okay. Oh, I should have sent a couple up on him. That was dumb. Okay. I am a dumb person. Oh, you're done. You're done. You are done. You are done. He stands up. Okay. Fire elemental, I think, is going to... Why can't he transmit his recipe? What? Oh, come on. Oh, it only melted that part. How interesting. Can't get that far. Okay. Air. You've got Icewind Dale thingies that you can do. Winter's Breath. He's stunned. I am not stunned. You could actually go up here and get him. I mean, he's like immune to everything, right? Necrotic resistance, cold resistance, of course, and poison immunity. He's got cold resistance. And I sent the cold one up after him. I should have sent the fire one after him. Sent the cold over here. I'm so dumb. Okay, well, here you go. Cold resistance. Did like absolutely nothing to him. This can't move. Swing. So you can't move anymore.
Now you wear a face to match your soul, Oathbreaker.
She doesn't hit very well, does she? He doesn't hit very well either. My goodness, Tonto. Interesting that they don't show me everything that he can do anymore. I have to go over here to do this. %55 chance. Miss and critical miss. Okay. All right, you are now going to have her. I'm just going to hit him.
Taste my fury.
And miss. So now I'm going to put this on him. And hit him. And hit him again. Just doing some damage to him. Hit him again. And now she's got an executioner. Cool. Take his stuff. Well, she can't go over there and hit that. I missed that one.
Death is but a word away.
I just realized I drank a speed potion. She's going to be out of speed here in a second.
Well, so much for peace.
I can go hit this. God, I don't do any damage, do I? I don't really do any damage there. Bloody heck! One hit point left. You've got to be kidding me. All right. We're going to cast another one. This time's a 3rd level. Magic missile, 3rd level. One over here. And the rest up on the big bad guy. Look, Ma, we did 14 points of damage to him. And unfortunately, Lae'zel's going to end up being out of it here real fast. Fire guy. Not enough movement. Gotta be freaking kidding me. I think more come out over here somewhere. Right? If I remember right? Okay, I've done my thing. I'm gonna, after next turn, I'm gonna be lethargic, which means I can't concentrate on her speed potion. So,
Victory awaits.
do I want her to wait? She's only going to have one turn to hit him. Well, she's going to have to do it that way. She's going to have to wait. I don't think I can get up here. Oh, yes, I can. She might die. Executioner! Executioner! He saved. Now I'm not going to hit him so good. At least I got one good hit in. 2 good hits. That's it. I should use my Bardic Inspiration. I don't know why it didn't kick in. Oh, it's only ability check, not on attack? I thought it helped on attacks, too. Oh, well. That's all you can do. Can you move away from him? A little bit? And then a little bit? Okay.
Unleash me.
Yes, we must unleash you, but how? From where? What spell am I going to throw on this guy? Oh, I was going to use the scrolls. Because we have got a really... Scrolls. Where are my scrolls? Welcome, welcome, everybody. Say hi when you drop into chat. I've got scrolls here. Seems like it's a bit of a waste, but I think not. Because it does a minimum of 10.
Their worst nightmare.
Did 48. Oh dear. Let's just get away from here. All right, girl.
Stay focused.
She's gonna fall if I do that. Oh, bloody heck. Use another scroll. She wants to be right here by this place. And then I think I have a scroll. Where are all my scrolls? Did I not grab? Oh, I thought we had a really nasty scroll. But it's me with Sunbeam, which is what I'm going to use next turn because that's all I have left. So she doesn't really have anything. I thought she had something more. Okay. I guess we use her Flame Strike. I hurt my Earth Elemental. Okay. Let him take a swing at me. And she'll get out of the way.
Gone with the weave.
Swift and lethal.
I got 5 ammo. I don't think he can do anything else, right? He's done. cold elemental. You can't really do anything to him because he's resistant. Get out of the bone chill. Oh, look, she actually hit him.
One life to my life. Sustain me, slave.
Well, you can't, you know, you don't have a really good chance. He's down to 20. A sunbeam will finish him. Okay. Where's this? This is way up there. Fire elemental. You need to... And multi-attack this thing. Takes care of that one. Where are you? You're right there. By this thing. So this thing is this one. Yeah. Took care of that. And I gotta get out of the way. Because I...
Fight. Let's go.
I can come up here.
Best be on my way.
Get bone chilled. Only did 14. And we did it! Cutscene. I didn't think we could do that fast.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master.
No, you're not. You're its chosen.
My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken.
Why is it her?
You have no idea what you've done.
I don't know why it's Shadowheart.
Isabel.
Our way toward our fates. Unleashed. You have my sword. My fealty.
Why are you talking to her?
Then we fly this foul place.
The chosen of Merkel is dead. Permanently this time.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
On my way.
Cutscene.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Mm-hmm.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable.
How is it you're able to leave the astral prism?
A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened.
You transferred to the fight. What was that? I'm the librarian.
And defeated an avatar of Merkel, the god of necromancy. A remarkable feat. Ketheric was Merkel's chosen. I know Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. He is a worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder.
Mm-hmm.
Which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are chosen of the dead three.
What are these stones?
The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Netherese. These chosen are powerful indeed to have such magic in their command.
I didn't come here to fight gods. I just want my parasite removed. What hope do we have if the gods themselves are involved? I'm the librarian. I have questions.
Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers, a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy, but working together and controlling an Elder Brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
And what do we do now?
Prepare for the fight of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an Elder Brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into Mind Flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death Gods chosen are on the cusp of giving.
No.
We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends.
Yeah.
I will be your shield, but you must be the sword.
No.
And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
Okay, we all leveled up. We picked up his stuff. We have ridiculously good armor, but it's can make you rigid. He has a really nice shield. Supply pack. He's got a really nice warhammer. His warhammer isn't as good as Some morning stars I've seen. Crumpled note. Alright, well, we got to read that later. This, I guess I can just send to camp. Or let's just give it Shadowheart to carry. These things I'm going to give to Lae'zel to carry. Because they're like fighter thingies. Right? And we all can level up. But before we do that, there are things to go check out. Alright. I don't know if these guys had anything on them. I don't think the piles of goo have anything, do they? Piles of goo don't seem to have anything. They're just piles of goo. Okay. Come down here. Pretty sure the Mind Flayer has something on him. It's worth some money. And I'm pretty sure this thing has a whole bunch of stuff.
Might be useful.
Ah, the grand design. Things for me to read. Invitation to Lord Gotash. Absolute end. Got stuff to read. There's a severed head. Do I want the severed head? There's severed heads. You want severed heads? Technically, someone will buy those severed heads from you. That's the sad part. You would think that showing up at a merchant with a severed head and say, hey, you want this severed head? And they're like, yeah, sure. I can use it. And you're like, seriously? How sick are you? Intellect of ours. I don't think... Oh, I've got brains. I've got brains. You can make potion thingy out of those brains. Can't remember what it is, but there's some kind of extract there. Where's the Mind Flayer? Oh, she already took the Mind Flayer stuff, didn't she? Yeah, I had Lae'zel take its stuff. So there's nothing else here that I remember being down here. You can't get out the way you came in. You can only go out through the portal, which is very annoying, which means before you go through that door that brings you here, you got to make sure you've done everything in the map over here. You have to make sure you've done everything that you want to do over here because you can't go back. You can't go back there. It will not let you. So, it's very annoying. Okay, I need to go over here. Tell everybody to come with me. Tell you guys to catch up to us. Now, the question is do I want to level up now? Before I go back upstairs? I think I should. Right? Because this makes this 10th level.
I wish to live in more interesting times.
So we're going to level up here. Hour and 14 minutes in. Welcome to the stream. Please say hi when you stop in. Leveling up. Nope. Stop it. Nope. We can't do that. Barbarian, Monk, and Paladin. Paladins get that. Monk get stuff. I think I want to go Barbarian. I get the most hit points out of the Barbarian, right? 76, 74, 75. Yep, we're going to go with the Barbarian, get the most hit points. It's my current girlfriend, I believe. So now we will become a level 1 Barbarian. Hooray! We are a Barbarian now. And then the others is pretty straightforward. They just get levels and do stuff. I can't remember if Lae'zel gets something special. You are now a level 10. You get a cantrip. Oh, cool. She gets a cantrip. What doesn't she have? Blade Ward. Bursting Sinew. Produce Flame. Light. Elementary. I don't know what to take for you, honey. We'll have you take Elementary. I don't know. You're going to be respect anyway when you suddenly become a good cleric. Here's my level 10 fighter, girlie. She gets improved combat superiority. Her dice is now a 1d10, and she gets 2 more maneuvers. She's already taken goading attack, menacing attack, riposte, trip attack, disarming attack. What else is there? Rally is nice. I wonder if that changes to 10 when you change the die to 10. Evasive footwork. Direct an ally to strike a foe. What was it? Next turn to make a weapon attack. Target your advantage on the next attack roll against the target. That's always nice. Distracting strike sounds pretty good. Push away and rally. Sweeping attack. I think we're going to take sweeping attack, and we're going to take distracting strike. It's either distracting strike or commander's strike. I think I want distracting strike. Okay, and there you go, Lizzo. He's a big bad fighter. And Gale, I think, maybe gets a spell? Subclass feature. Empowered evocation. Your grasp of evocation is tightened, and you can add your intelligence modifier to damage rolls with evocation spells. Oh, wow. And he gets a cantrip. What cantrip do we want to give him? Acid Splash does 2d6 acid, 2 to 24 poison spray, 2d12 poison, 2d6 acid. Two to 24, huh? Toll the Dead does 2 to 24 too. Do 2 to 16 instead of 2 to 24. So instead of 2d12, you do 2d8 if he's at full strength. I really don't know. That'd be nice if he could actually hit something. But with his strength, he's not going to hit anything. So it's either Poison Spray or Toll the Dead, I think. Well, Shadowheart has Toll the Dead. Most everything I'm going to run into is going to be immune to poison, though. Right? At this point. Trying to think of what else I'm going to run into here. Well, regular gets Yankee art. I'll run into a few of those. I'll take the Poison Spray. Spells, I get 2 more spells. There's a couple of these that you can't find on a scroll. I don't remember what they are now. What were the spells I couldn't find on a scroll? Seen all these on scrolls. Banishment, is it? I know I have a banishment scroll. Arcane lock. Did I ever take knock? Let's see, when we're going into... When you go to the Iron Throne, knock is a really neat thing to have. Although I tend to like to have someone faster than a wizard doing the running, but he could probably do it with run his full amount, then Misty Step to the door, knock the next turn, Misty Step to the next door and get... And then he's got to knock again. He's got to have 2 knocks, 2 Misty Steps. And I don't usually see that one on scrolls, so I'm going to take that one. And as far as this stuff goes, there's not a whole lot of call for anything. Spell-wise, I don't know what I would throw up. It's like if you're going to throw up a wall of fire, you've got to like line it right up on top of them. Planar binding. It's pulling one of them to you, and then they betray you after 10 turns. Transform a creature into a harmless sheep for 5 turns. I've got a scroll for that. Animate dead. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to take Wall of Fire. Or I could take Dimension Door. That lets me get around more. Because I can take a person with me. I usually can find scrolls of that. I don't see many scrolls of Wall of Fire, so I'm going to take that. Okay. Repair my spells. Come pretty set here. Okay, there we go. So we have leveled up. We'll have to level up the other people when we get back into camp. And we go in here, and we go portal to the surface. We get out. I'm not sure exactly where we come out.
There are important matters to discuss.
Better make camp soon. Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
Okay, I have to talk to Gale.
I can't help but feel like I've been fumbling in the dark for too long. I've just had a lit torch thrust into my hands.
Seem to be in good mood. I thought you might be more subdued after coming close to blowing up.
Indeed. Under other circumstances, I might have been subdued or ashamed. But after what we saw, I must admit, I'm excited. The crown! The one the Elder Brain was wearing. The one I very nearly destroyed. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete, that I didn't even recognize it at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power, the ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
Back up a little. Why is this crown so important all of a sudden?
That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerous Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can.
Let's get there, first of all.
Indeed. The journey awaits. One foot in front of the other is tried and true, I find. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Okay. Now, I'm not sure I can get Lady to join us. Hi, Lady.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the dead three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times.
Almost seem like you're enjoying yourself.
And you?
If a parasite in my brain makes it harder to enjoy everything. I don't know. Am I going to lose her?
You came here in search of a cure, but found a conspiracy instead. I can see how that would be disheartening. But take courage. We have killed a man who could not die, and stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a nether stone, and you're on the scent of two more. These chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them.
Sure. You want to join me?
Of course. Falling foul of Ketherick convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead.
Okay, I'll see you at camp.
How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worms Crossing. Denthalen's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. Find me at your camp, huh? I can remember how to take orders, as well as give them.
You're going to be giving orders. We know you. Make haste. Eat my shorts. I want to talk to Minthara.
For discussion.
I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones.
I never did put her in her armor, did I? She's still just in her evening clothes. Ah. Ketheric was a dead man long before we arrived, a servant of Merkel, Lord of Bones. If I was playing more of a sassy type person, I'd probably go, and I'll never tire of killing their previous occupants. We make a good team. I think that's a way to get into a romance line with Minthara. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong or not. All right, he was long.
Indeed. And now we know that he was not acting alone. During my time in the cult, I came to know one of his co-conspirators all too well. Baal's bloodletter, Orin. To think, I thought her to be speaking for the Absolute. I worshipped that woman.
Ugh. I've got to ask. An old flame?
Jealous? You needn't be. When Orin is in my hands, her agony will nourish me. She is the Iblis who indoctrinated me with the Absolute's lies.
Well, Gortash, you know anything about him?
Only that he serves Bane, which could make him a petty lordling or a despot, capable of bending the world to his will. That he has enslaved illithids to fulfill his ambitions strongly suggests he is the latter. The Harper may know more. Her precious Baldur's Gate was the soil that nourished his growth. She is fierce, vicious, and cruel. In those respects, we are alike. But she is dangerously unpredictable. If there is a way to turn this design towards slaughter, rather than control, she will take it. She is the one who brought me to Moonrise, and into the presence of her so-called God. The Absolute. Now I know that those memories are lies. There was no God. Orin held me down in a cocoon of flesh, while a Mind Flayer forced a parasite into my brain. And she laughed at my fear. I will find her. I will murder her. And I will smile.
Is vengeance the limit of your ambitions?
There is no limit to my ambitions. I will enjoy killing Orin, but unlike her, I do not kill for pleasure alone. I kill to gain advantage, and we have the chance to seize the greatest advantage of all. Surely you see it. In killing Ketheric, we fractured the cult's leadership. When we break the other chosen and claim their netherstones, we can take control.
Stealing an entire cult is a new one, even for me.
In the long history of these realms, few people have attempted anything so bold. We may fail, but we must try. The power of the enslaved Elder Brain could reshape the world. We could reshape the world.
It's not letting me get out of this. Well, the librarian would be, I'd prefer to find another way.
There is violence in your future, regardless. With me, you can at least be sure the violence will lead to glory. You are not stupid. When we reach Baldur's Gate and face the other chosen, you will see that my way is the right one.
All right, I'll keep
That
an
is
open
all
mind.
I ask. And remember, I know when your mind is closed. We are bound, then, to travel together, even if we do not yet agree on our ultimate purpose. There is yet one thing about you that troubles me, though. Something I need you to explain.
You chose to incapacitate me rather than killing me when you eradicated my minions. Why?
You were simply too stubborn to die. And for you from the Absolute's control, you might be a worthy ally. Yeah.
So might any other true soul. And yet Gut and Ragslin do not stand with us under your protection. Sparing an enemy's life is a great risk. Even though I owe my life to the part of you that showed me mercy. It concerns me. If Ketheric had ordered me to slay you to prove my worth, I would have. Or died trying. I should not lose myself in these thoughts of what might have been. I live. And I am grateful. I do have one more question, though, before we continue.
Why come to Moonrise, where the cult's power is strongest? Why not walk away?
The cult are a threat to the world. I aim to eradicate them. Out. While Tadpole lives, I can't be free. I was just looking for more people to kill. It's either number 4 or number 1 because of the role-playing of the librarian. Learn more about the Tadpole and possibly even cure it. That sounds like the librarian. I want to learn more about everything, right? So I'm being a level 1 everything. I'm going to learn about all the classes. So I think 1.
A wise ploy, and it was successful.
Lizelle approved, Minthera approves. Okay.
We did not find a cure, but we found our purpose. I am satisfied. Now, I am ready to leave this damned place whenever you give the word. The city awaits.
I gotta get you
There's
an
no
equipment.
space for me. I suggest you make one.
Just beat me at camp. Please? Everybody and their brother wants to talk to me. I have some... Where's my... There's Isabel and Dame Aelin. Let's go talk to Art.
When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, he sought out people of courage and honor to fill its ranks.
So we gotta...
You saved Daniel, lifted the curse.
What, 139? Okay.
And killed an immortal. It's safe to say you'd have
Gonna
been
try and get us on the cusp of going into Baldur's Gate. I can't do a Baldurin. How did you make it here?
Flaming Fist. A novice, actually. She dropped everything to make sure I made it here safe. I heard about Duke Ravengard's capture. If his soldiers are anything to go by, he is a man to admire and respect. I hope you can save him. For the good of Baldur's Gate.
What about you?
When this land fell to the curse, I should have gone with it. Thaniel is the only reason I survived. It's only fair I stay here and wait for him to awaken.
And after he
I
awakens?
don't think there will be an after. The truth is, the Shadowfell broke something inside me. Something no healer can fix. I don't know how long I have, but because of you, Thaniel is safe. Because of you, I could help him as he helped me. So, thank you, my friend. And know that I have no regrets.
Okay. Should we go talk to the girls? I really want to talk to Quartermaster Tolly. There we are. Hey, hon.
Isabel. My love. You are dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right? I will be. And you? In this moment, I want for nothing.
Dum. Yeah. You know, whirling somebody around with a spear on their back is not really the brightest.
This is Aelin. Aelin, this is... Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
You're Ketheric Thorm's daughter.
I am. And I'm glad he's dead. But this is precisely what I want to speak to you about later. It'll keep. I promise.
Okay.
Very good. We look forward to it. Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words. Aelin! We'll see you later.
Okay, they go away. If I go down to Quartermaster Tolly, I think I can sell a bunch of stuff.
Just tell me what you need.
Just... Not that much stuff, huh? Did I not get everything? Oh, I didn't get everything in there. Oh, I've got things to read for you guys, don't I? Okay, I got stuff to read. Didn't Lae'zel pick up some stuff? Yeah. Why did she pick up an oil barrel? She's got Ketheric's shield. Gives a +1 bonus to spell saves. and spell attack rolls. Reaper's Embrace. You can't be moved against your will by any spell or action, but have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Disadvantage of self as Howl of the Dead. Got so many things here. I don't know what to sell. Alright, there's 726 there. Does she have anything that's worthwhile? Psychic resistance, necrotic resistance. She's got a potion of speed. I did drink one. Let's grab one of those. Beast slaying. Aberration slaying. Oh, she's got Scroll of Chain Lightning. Very expensive. But I really should pick up those kinds of scrolls because they can be very hard to come by. Well, doesn't hurt to have an extra one of those. Globe of Invulnerability, huh? It is a concentration spell. I believe you can throw spells outside of it. Okay. Darkness Cloak. I don't think we're going to need that. Am I ever going to use this? I don't think so. There's better heavy armor out there for her. That might be worth it for somebody. The only thing that's good about these is casting Mage Hand as a bonus action and telekinesis. That can be useful. That can be useful. Moonlight Glaive. Yeah. Do we have any poisons here? I think I'm carrying around a bunch of poisons, aren't I? I never have found what the use for charcoal is. I'm going to get rid of it. You guys can tell me what the use for charcoal is in the comments. Okay. Hand axe +1, I do not need. That's going to go to... What's her name? Yeah, lesser magic weapons, I don't. Moonlight Glaive is kind of neat. Yeah, I want to sell that back to Fitz. It's Feruz's. Right. I don't really use poisons on wizards. We've got better poisons than that to use. I've got the same thing going, I think. I think I have some basic poisons that I just don't bloody need anymore. These are all going to go to Shadowheart. So she can talk to animals, because she likes animals. I don't want these anymore. Okay. We're up to 5,600. This was the biggie. Reaper's Embrace. It sounds nice, but oh, she doesn't have that kind of money. She doesn't have that kind of money. I gotta go find somebody else to sell that to. Okay. Oops. She doesn't have nearly good enough stuff for me to want to, you know, pick up stuff from her. So we lose a little bit of money. And we get out of here.
Lady light away.
Now, I think we can go back to camp. I mean, I'm down 3 levels of spells.
No time to dally.
She didn't. She only used a couple of spells.
Eager for battle.
And if we did a short rest, she'd be fine. Oh, we don't have any short rests. That's right.
Ready and willing.
So I'm thinking. Do we go back? Or do we leave? There's one more basically big reveal that we've got to do. I don't know if I want to do a... Oh, we need to go back to camp to have the whole alien scene, don't we? Oh. Twit needs to talk. Twit needs to talk. Why are they still here? They're supposed to be, like, up in the bedroom or something. Hey, Withers.
A curse lifted. The dead three allied once more. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls? Thou shalt think about it now, and I shall give the answer. Mind flayers are soulless. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
It was actually supposed to be me that was talking to him.
I want to have a word.
A curse lifted.
Mm-hmm.
The dead three. There are depths. Do illithids possess souls?
Don't all living things?
Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet,
I disagree.
the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
Huh. Why are you here?
Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold.
You seem to know about the dead three.
Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one and
as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The planes thus quake, and the gods shudder. No.
I just love that line of his. Welcome, welcome. Say hi in chat. It's like, come on, tell me more, dude. No. They're still here. Is there anybody else I need to talk to here before I go back to camp? No. I don't think so. Okay.
Thanks for watching out for me.
I want to get out of this place. We're leaving.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
I already have allies.
You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers, too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
Will there be anyone left when we arrive in the city?
If the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Okay. I don't know. If I go out here, am I leaving? What happens if I go back to the last light in? Usually I just go straight to the chapter 3. I want to see what happens if I go back to the last light in. There's probably nobody here. Right? There's nobody here. But you can go to the camp from here. We'll get our funny riverside camp, right? Oh, there's this current girlfriend. What's she got to say for herself? Hi, Karlak.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the Absolute. How?
Seems he's a servant of Bane. His Ketheric served Merkel. Who knows what powers he's gained since you knew him?
I'd never have protected a Baneite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him.
Definitely.
Gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. For an gonna be the one who kills him!
Careful, you're burning up.
You bet your ass I am! And I won't stop till that fucker is dead!
Okay, girl. Yes, ma'am. Anyone else to talk to here? I think. If I go talk to Shadowheart.
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted. Comforting to know.
Okay.
You wanted something?
You?
I'm sorry. It might be best kept until later.
Okay.
I'd be a poor counsel and
So I
worse company.
think we need to go to nighttime. But, this is a different... No, it's not. Okay, Will needs to be talked to. I need to get her into some armor. Okay, let's talk to Will.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
Yeah. Where will they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
Gortash and Orin?
I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Yeah, most likely. Do we want to go through this right now? Let's do this right now.
But first, a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
Let's see. This is... Trying to think of his... Yeah, wouldn't give up my soul.
And I did. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill, the Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
Oh, let it get over.
Shadow of the Mount, 5 groups silhouettes of 5 figures, each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Why would she want to say it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizura's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
And what about your father?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizura had swept it clean. After, he said only 1 word. Go. So I did.
Okay. We got that done. Let's go end the night and see if there's anybody else that I have to talk to. I have a feeling he's going to want to talk about this. We're going to lose all these lovely things that we have going for us. But we need to get them the rest. Because I think that's how we get Shadowheart and them to have their conversation. Yep, there it is. I have to go talk to Dame Aileen. I knew there was something weird about it. You had to be like in
What
rest.
do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that.
Told me.
Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shah's...
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to 2 others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember. You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed.
Yeah.
Your
Sure.
mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
Sorry, the battle wasn't very long.
remember that it is a common rite among Selûne's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home. Perhaps this time it had gone awry. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman, one who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
I'll help.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
I thought that was cast into the Shadowfell.
I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shar's umbral domain. Shar is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shar calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shar torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Did I get it or did Shadowheart? Shadowheart got it, right? Yeah, Shadowheart got it. Gives you a Moonbeam, Moon Mote, Dark Vision. She already has that. Gain advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Perception checks, which is cool. Does 11 to 18. Well, that's me. Let's put it in her hands. It's 9 to 16 instead of 7 to 14. The thing is Twist of Fortune, when she misses, which happens a lot, would still do 5, and this one would do nothing if she misses. See, if it would do a couple points of damage if she missed, I would use it much more often. But Selûne's Spear of Night, just, it does a little more damage if she hits, but she tends to miss a lot. So I'd rather have the one that says if you miss, you still do damage, you know? It's kind of like, I don't understand why that doesn't work like that. I do need to find him a cloak. That was something I wanted to check on. Do you have... No? You have on... That's the shadowy one. He's got on padded armor. That's his hide +2. And I haven't given her anything. I did give her these. So I got to get her some weapons and clothes and stuff. She needs to be armored up. I think I'll do that offline. I don't think you guys need to see me doing that. I'm not planning on taking her on any excursions just yet. Do I need to talk to anybody else? No. Oh, here's Jaheira. Should we go talk to Jaheira?
No harm in a little conversation.
Oh, I'm not.
Let's get going.
So Jaheira's right here.
I would not linger in this land over long, but whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
Okay. All right. We talked to Lae'zel.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
Okay. Do we go talk to her about it now?
Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
Okay.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him.
Moving in.
I need to talk to Starion too, but I'll do that right before I go to bed. And Karlach. All right, let's talk to the guys in the Outliers.
At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires.
Well, you guys are really into vengeance, aren't you? That's just normal quackery. He's talked about that. Will he talk about Shadowheart now?
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
We'll talk to Minthara, who's playing with mushrooms.
It does not surprise me that Shadowheart's faith was based on a lie. Deception is the sum of Shah's design.
Okay. Welcome. Say hi in chat. Okay, I don't need to hear her whole story tonight. I gotta get her dressed. Oh, who else do I need to talk to? I need to talk to Astarion about this, and I need to go back over by Karlach. Oh, everybody stays right by Karlach's bed. Alright, let's talk to Astarion. I'm sure he has something to say.
So, it's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city.
I don't know if there's anything that Karlach's going to say. She should say something about Shadowheart.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think that's it. I know what I was looking for. Did I still have Chimera's and Ohgma? I don't know. I think I may have given that to Gale already. Hmm. Nope, I do not see it, so I must have given it up. All right. There's supposed to be a really neat thing you can get from, let's see, these are the books, right? I've got stuff to read before we go to bed. So here's the book bag. So we've got 3 blue ones and 2 of these, and I can't get her to eat the noble stock. Because I guess I have to do it in the first chapter, I guess. Okay. All right, I need to go. I swear I picked up books. Oh, it helps if you say everything. Okay. These things need to get into wares. I'll give to Volo tomorrow. All right, so we've got a few things here. A crumpled note. Papa, I love you. Love from Iz. That was Isabella sending him a love letter. Invasion plans for the Sword Coast. A sea of moving ice down to just north of including several of the near archipelagos in the Sea of Swords. Okay, there's a map. The Grand Design. Dictated to Scribe Yanthus by Enver Gortash. The Grand Design is the Mind Flayer's species-wide ambition to return to the days of their conquering greatness through an act of sudden mass ceremorphosis, giving the Elder Brain an overall command and implacable army of lithid slave warriors with which to defeat all their old enemies, human and humanoid, Githyanki and Uatharid. Uatharid? I've never heard. I'm gonna have to look that up. Uatharid. I gotta write this down, guys. That one doesn't ring a bell. So now I gotta go doing ULITHARID. Uatharid. That one doesn't ring a bell. Of course, this is delusional madness, megalomania on a cosmic scale, and I know just how to turn it to our purposes. We're going to help the Mind Flayers enact their grand design, but only in the way that suits us. The Illithids shall have their crusade to enslave, but they will be acting in turn as our slaves. And we shall determine the how, when, and where their great illithid outbreak. To be precise, I, Gortash, will determine these things, as commanding the grand design is clearly a Bainite task. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got it. We're selling this. I'm going to sell that, but I got to find somebody to sell it to. The Absolute End and Invitation to Lord Gortash. Lord Gortash. See, Lord here Ryland, Committee Chair. The Committee of Concerned Patriarchs would like to extend an invitation to a formal meeting at the High Hall to discuss plans, short and long term, for the economic livelihood of Baldur's Gate. Tuesday, the 12th, noon, at luncheon will be served. May we presume your attendance? Lord Hyrillian, Committee Chair. And the Absolute End. Underneath this book concerning the cult of the Absolute and the danger it presents is scrawled this response to the text. This hastily written drivel is admittedly well-intentioned. Its author is clearly fizzing with fear of the Absolute. The problem is that they conflate the rise of the cult with other things like the heat death of the universe, the resurrection of the one-eyed Vecna the Lich, the proliferation of necromantic excess, and even the withering of some imported fruits from Chult. This person needs a glass of water and a lie down. I don't know what to do with those damn brains. Okay, I think that's it. I don't see any other books. Right? I don't see any other books. Okay, I think we got it. Oh, what did I have for clothes? Who's using clothes? Are you close? You're close. You close? No, you're dice. Are you close? No, you're the thingamajigs. Where did I put the clothes? I don't have a backpack for clothes. That's the Caravan Strongbox. I don't want to do that. How about the patched together sack? Is now going to contain all the clothes that I have lying around. Alright, hon, you get a necklace and a selenite brooch. Fire wine barrel. How many smoke barrels are there? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We only have 14. We only have 14. Oh, the blue dye should go in here. Right? Why am I not allowed to open this? Oh, because I already have it open. It's over there. And this needs to go in here. Because that's where those go. Ah, yes, the Idol of Selûne. We need to put those around her camp somewhere. And this, I believe, is food. Yes? Yes, this is food. Okay. Not necessary, not necessary. I don't have any other clothes. Maybe put all the brains in a box. Let's put the brains in a box. Put brains in a box. And then here is books at night. This is considered a book to me. Did I read this? Oh, yeah. Okay. There's a few other shenanigans still lying about. We do want to get up here. What food am I carrying? Cheese. I have a cheese, so I will put it in the food pack. Is anybody else carrying around extra food? Nope. Doesn't look like we didn't pick up a lot of food on this run. But we definitely have enough food. We have 3,598 camp supplies. Divide that by 40. So what is that? Close to 36 divided by 4 would be 9. And put a couple zeros after it. 899 meals? 899 long rests? I don't know. What happens if you just sit and take long rest after long rest after long rest after long rest and do nothing in between? Does something bad happen to you? I don't want to do it in this run because I'm trying to get an achievement, but I got to try that sometime when I get to like this point. And just sit there and say, no, we're just going to long rest here. We're just long rest, long rest, long rest, long rest. See what happens. I had a feeling these guys here will go, what are you doing? We need to get on the road. We need 19,000 more experience points to get up to another level. Oh, that's going to be hard. That's like 19 side quests or more. Okay. All right, I do think that we do need to go and take the long rest and see what happens when we go to bed. I don't think anything happens to us here. I think it happens when we leave. Right?
Here we go.
Let's see if anything happens here. Nope. Didn't say incapacitated, so nothing's going to happen to us. Yay, nothing's going to happen to us. And we're at about 2.5 hours, so this is where we're going to probably stop, guys. Oh, I got to go talk to my girlfriend. A girlfriend. What about that girlfriend? I can't keep track who's my girlfriend anymore. I thought it was Shadowheart, and then it turned into her, and I've got to do that. Okay. First things first, I have got to cast Speak with Animals. First things first, where's my Speak with Animals? Where'd it go?
Never a dull moment. Looking ahead. Maybe I should... No, this is good.
I'm encumbered. Because I'm carrying too much stuff. Aren't I? Yeah, I'm just carrying tons of crap. Oh, I have that really heavy armor, don't I? Where's that really heavy armor? Let's put that in camp till we figure out a place to sell it. Hey, Scratch. What you got there?
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
Come on, Sketch. What you got there, buddy?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me.
Ooh, it's a rock.
All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
So you think I'm a rock? He thinks I'm a rock. He brought me a rock. Oh, I started up a Karlach playthrough, and amazingly enough, even though she can't touch other humans, she can pet Scratch. He's immune to her heat. Just thought you might want to know that. You know, important things like that. Those are the important things in life, right? Okay. I gotta cast spells on everybody. So let's go do Astarion here. Can't reach the destination. This is just something that I do, is I make sure that everybody gets Longstrider, whether they're in my party or not. So that way, if I need to swap, like I get someplace and say, oh, I need Karlach for this story, I just jump back, grab Karlach, and she's already got the Longstrider on, so I don't have to think about casting it at that point. So that's what I'm doing this, is just make sure that I have it all set up before we exit and head back out of the place. We don't need to be here anymore. I can't reach her. No, I can reach her. Yes. I don't know. Casting a spell on Minthara from behind is probably like a death sentence, even with her bare hands. This is the way I would think of that. Okay. Do I need to talk to these two? Where's Damien? Oh, there she is. I do need to talk to my girlfriend. Hello, girlfriend. How you doing?
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me.
You have been forced to live a lie. At least now the truth is starting to reveal itself.
Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
Should I be concerned?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Okay. I'll let you be, Con. Oh, I haven't cast it on her. I do need to cast a spell on you, babe. And... why is she over here? Why are you over here? And Isabel's over there. Thought you two were joined at the hip.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
What is it?
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory.
God.
Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, most high.
Jeez, Pete.
Is safe and well. Safe and well, and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the wicked one.
Oh, now she's calling me the Slayer. Stop it. I'd have taken cold over a prayer. Where's the silver light? The moon magic. Let's see. This is the librarian. Yeah.
Listen to the subtle vibrations of the Moon Maiden thumping within your heart chambers, friend. She works her magic there.
My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
Okay, I don't need to talk about this. I need to get to the. I'm trying to get to the transition. I gotta cast a spell on Karlach. And then I need to. Do I need to talk to her?
Darling?
Darling. Huh. Okay. I guess. I mean, I can end our relationship, but.
You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full.
Oh, wait a minute. I'll be back.
Till next time.
I'm really confused as to what's going on here. Okay. How much money does Volo have? It's like, how much money do you have, Volo? Do you have like 4,000 gold?
Ah, my good fella. Quite the cozy setup you have here.
Yeah.
I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Great. You've got 538. Do you have... Oh, you've got one of these. Dang it. I gotta start stacking up on those again. These and these are important. Oh, why am I still carrying these? These should be in my book backpack. I'm very confused. I have a pouch of ash that's worth a gold piece. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. I have a supply pack. Why do I have a supply pack? Why is it not in the food bag, Shadowheart? I'm so confused. We're going to give him Shar's Temptation. Well, Blade of Oppressed Souls. What does it do? What's its special? It's a longsword? Who would use that? I mean, if I use any longsword, it's going to be Fellow Luve, so... Here, have Blade of Oppressed Souls. Now I've got more money. I've got more than you're asking for. I get a little bit of gold out of it. Okay. Out we go. And leave him. And let's go. Why don't we just go map? Oh, wait a minute. Mr. Gale? Mr. Gale, cast your spell on yourself. Thank you very much. Go. And then we go onto the map. And we should be able to go to the road to Baldur's Gate. Because I don't have anything else left to do in the city.
Now these lands are free of Shah. I hope I can say the same of myself. Soon enough.
Can't slow down.
And we get to the cutscene that takes us to the next long rest. Duh, we saw it before, dumbass. To Baldur's Gate we go. Yes. Into Chapter 3. We made it to Chapter 3. Well, not quite. We're at the cusp of Chapter 3. We have some scenes to do here. God, it's 2:42.
The curse has been lifted. The
Here we
land
go.
is cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
It's a sister tree. Give me the sister flowers. Yes, the infamous F5. Who is it? One of the people I've been watching. She's coined the phrase F5 and find out, which I think is very appropriate. Hit that F5, see what the heck happens. Don't like it? Hit F8 and do it again. And we're all standing right here. There we go. Gotta have our cutscene with Gartash.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to to see your skull shine in the light, little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Okay.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
So it is the people you travel with come up here. Okay. I was wondering about that cutscene. Worms, look up. Is there anything to get? Is there any stuff here? Is there any stuff here? Oh, there's wine.
Always room for more?
Yep, yep. It barricaded the top. Why would you... You barricade... It's weird that you would barricade like that. Anyway, I don't see anything lying around in the corners here, so come down here.
One day I'll catch a break.
Boxes, boxes, boxes. Mini bedding. Boxes, boxes, boxes. Boxes, boxes, boxes. Nope. Boxes. Nope. Let's send the boxes to camp. We're going to take them with us. Oh, that one I can't do. Send to camp. Taking all the boxes. This is going to be a nightmare to get myself through. Who do I want to have in the party to do that? Go in there. See, the cheaty way is to put Jaheira or Halsin in your party. Get her leveled up to her level 10 druid self, and then put her in the party, and then when you go to sleep, she'll be able to start from her bed there, I think. I don't know. I don't think there's anything that we need to say out here, but we're going to go check. I don't think there's anything that happens here until you go to sleep, right? Come on. Man, I'm taking a long time.
I need a moment for the two of us.
What's on your mind?
Okay. Does he have an exclamation point? Yes. The exclamation point. Let's go talk to the Astarian. Because say, I thought there was somebody you had to talk to here before you went to bed. It's a Starian.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. And we are no closer to knowing why that bastard is so obsessed with getting me back.
You have anywhere to
I
leave?
think we should track down my fellow Spawn. I'm not exactly looking forward to a reunion, but perhaps they'll know something. If we can find them, we can force them to tell us what he's been doing since I was gone. And honestly, I imagine they'll be coming for me in the night if I don't. Unless Cazador's changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk.
Okay. Do I need to go talk to Gale at all? This is where my bed is over here.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Nope, you don't have anything. Okay, nothing new. There's Miss Zora. And Thara, does you have anything to say? I don't think anybody has anything to say.
You wish to consult me?
Nope. Okay. I think that's all there is out here. Companion-wise, right? Because that's Withers. I mean, I can't get there. Right, I think this is Withers. Talk to Withers.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Okay, so no talking about Arabella leaving until I'm actually in Chapter 3. Okay. This is not quite Chapter 3. Just grab some food. More food. Many, many berries. That's what's inside. Alright, we've talked with all of them. More berries, huh? Follows a note. Let's pick that up, because we're going to have to read it here in a second. Yep. When you get close to... You can keep him all the way through Act 2, and then he runs away for Act 3 because he has a scene that you can get involved in. Alright. I need to go talk to this one.
I'm listening.
Okay.
Well met.
Okay, nothing. Okay, and then the final one to talk to is Shadowheart.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey. Fine. What's on your mind? How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did. And never will again.
I don't know. I guess I'm locked in on Karlach being my romantic partner, huh? Doesn't seem like there's any other choices. Do I need to go talk to these guys before we go to sleep? I really need to take the time to get all these guys leveled up. I don't know if you guys would be interested in seeing that or not. Let me know in the comments or chat.
Of herself again. Seluna cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step.
Okay. And does he have anything?
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure, but her path will be easier with our support.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So it's going to be Shadowheart, Lae'zel, myself, and Gale. Is that the right group to take into this? Considering what we're going to be facing when we get there, I wonder if I should have Karlach here. What's my time? All right, I'm at 3 hours. You know what I think I'm going to do? Much as I wanted to be ready to go into Chapter 3 proper, we're going to do that next time. While I consider who I want to have go on this next little excursion to meet the Emperor. So, if you like what you're seeing, please hit the like button. Please leave comments and share with your friends. For those of you that join me on the stream, thank you very much. Next time you join in, would you please say hi in the chat? I'd like to know who's out there. If you're watching this after the fact, please leave those comments and that like button, because that's what helps the algorithm in YouTube, you know, the whole algorithm thing, to try and get more views on it. Hopefully you're finding this entertaining. I have been told there is a sneaky way to get the achievement I'm trying to get, but I thought this would be much more fun trying to achieve it all myself. So we have gotten to level 10. See a level 10 cleric. She a level 10 fighter. He 11 wizard. I'm a level 1 cleric, level 1 druid. Actually, I am a level 1 cleric, druid, bard, wizard, fighter, rogue, ranger, sorcerer, warlock, barbarian. Soon to add monk and paladin to that list. My next level will probably be monk, and then I will finish off with being a paladin. So, yeah, things are nightmares, to say the least. So, we do have we still have our long strider on and stuff, so, we're going to be fighting Githyanki monks, though. I'm not sure if Gale is the right person to take on Githyanki monks. We did do a long rest, so we do have our... I have 2 rages! So we have all of our spells. Right? So we have all of our... Where the hell is he? My goodness, he's way over there. Alright, I don't know why I did that. Alright, when we go to bed, things are going to happen. As far as I understand it, I just have to get one of us through the door. Not that way. From the way I understand how this works, there's going to be a portal that opens up here, and I just have to get one of us through it. So that's what I'm going to do. What I will probably do offline is I'm going to go pick up Jaheira and Minthara and get them leveled up, along with everybody else that's, Astarion needs to get to level 10, Will needs to get to level 10, Karlach needs to get to level 10. I'll pull those 3 in one at a time. I got to see who's behind me in experience points out of these 3, and that's the one that'll sit down. And I'll go through each one of them and get them up to level 10. And then I've got to build Jaheira from the bottom up. I think I'm going to have her go... I think I'm going to have her be the land druid. I don't know. I've got 2 druids is the problem. And I want to have one be land, one be moon. And I don't know which one's which. I think maybe she should be the moon. He should be the land. And then Minthara, I tend to... I let her be her Paladin of Vengeance because that's her story. But I tend to make her a glaive user so we can get some use out of all these neat halberds and stuff. I think if I was ever going to play a fighter, like a pure fighter, that's what I would go for, is like all the glaives and things instead of the two-handed swords, because there's some really neat stuff there. And see if there's not some kind of polearm feat or something that you can use to make extra damage and stuff. So there's so many replays capable of going on with this game that it's just insane. So I'm very, very happy with the way they've made this game. I do stream on Fridays and Saturdays as well. Saturday is a fan pick for me to play a Monk with Drunken Master subclass. We are in the House of Hope, so we've gone to the Hells. We're going to get ourselves in trouble with Raphael and see if we can actually win that fight. Friday is a romp. It's Gale Goes Forth. I'm playing as Gale, romancing Karlach. I have mods on that one to let me have extra mithril, so I have everybody in a Damnatine armor. I have the one that lets me bring all the companions, so there's 10 characters running around beating up everybody in Baldur's Gate that gets in their way. And then I also put in the romance mod, flag mod that says make sure that I don't screw up Karlach's, romance flag. I'm going to keep that going. I am going to try to see if I'm going to try to save the game right before epilogue scenes and stuff. I don't know if I can do that. 2 choices for Gale. He's going to try to ascend, but if he can't take Karlach with him, if he goes up to ascend to godhood, then I'm going to go back and I'm going to say he's going to want to go to hell with her. True love and all that good stuff. Which I think would be kind of neat too, but I don't know. We've got to convince her that that's a good thing to do, which we haven't done yet. That one is ready to go get Gortash and Orin. And then the final confrontation with the Emperor freeing Orpheus and then going into the final battle. So 3, maybe 4 streams there. The Monk has like 1 extra stream over that. 1 or 2. So I'm thinking by mid-August I should be done with those, and I am planning on starting up Dragon Age Origins Unlimited and Divinity Original Sin 2. There will be a poll on my channel to see which one you want me to do first. If I, finish one and the other one's still going, it's like, which one would you guys rather see me do first? I think I'll have both of them going at the same time. Although sometimes I don't think that that's as good. Maybe I should only do one game at a time. But yeah, I do want to get both of those things started here in 2026. This one here, as soon as if I get the achievement before end of game, I'm going to put this one on hold so that I can do some other stuff, especially here through the summer and early fall. I have a lot of things I need to do on Sundays, so I have to always cut this short. I'm way over my time right now. I'm about a half hour over what I should have been doing stuff a half an hour ago. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try and. So I'm doing this to get to the achievement, and I think I'll come back to it later. We'll give Baldur's Gate 3 a rest, do some different RPG games, and then come back to visit the librarian after that. But we got to see what we can do here right now just to get through this part of the thing to get me into Chapter 3. And then I'm hoping if I change her class, I'm not going to lose out on my achievement, since that's not me that did it. It's going to be her. hopefully that will be fine. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So, when we come back, I do have other things coming out on the channel. So if you subscribe, hit that notify bell, hit the all button on the notify bell. You'll see when I post up polls for what do you want to see next. You'll see when I'm posting up videos. I have a couple of videos that I'm putting out on other topics other than this role-playing game. And then these are my streams. I tend to stream the role-playing games, and I post other ones that are like turn-based strategies and things like that. Those things I tend to post because they can be very finite, and I can get like half-hour post or an hour post and cover a certain chunk of the game or whatever, and then you can get it in chunks that way. Here, it seems like stream of consciousness is far more important. You know, stringing together all the events and everything and not trying to edit them out. I always found that this tends to, at least when I review it, it makes me feel like, okay, I'm still telling a story the whole time. And then I get to a breaking point like this, and it's like, okay, it's time to stop. So that's what I'm doing there. So once again, like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Help small channels like myself keep going. Every subscription is just one more little boost to make me want to do more and try and do better. Okay? Okay. So, I'm Dren608. Until we meet again, stay safe and bye-bye.